Hello everyone, Pantoufleee here today for a new review concerning the heavy tier 7 German, the Tiger P. So, why do I do in the first place a review about this tank? Because I remember when Wargaming decided after the Christmas event to put some multiplicators, the multiplicators 5 times for each victory for each tanks of one tier you have. I decided, hey, you know what, I don't have the Ferdinand, and maybe if I play a bit my Tiger P I would be able to get the Ferdinand without struggling too much, because it took me only 20 battles to reach 150,000 XP with this. And it allowed me to do two ace tankers, and also I love the tank. To be honest, I think it's gonna be enriched pretty soon with the Tiger 1. Why? Because this tank is simply amazing. I love the Tiger P at tier 7. It's highly competitive. Let's talk about the pros and the cons. We have two aces. That's why I'm not focusing straight on the replay or anything. I can talk because of that. But if we focus on the pros and the cons, I can highlight 3 main things. The first one is the armor. This tank is not here to joke. You are gonna bounce a lot of shots. But even if you have a really well armored tanks, you have 2 huge weak spots. The first one is the lower part of the hull. That's logic, that's the weak point of pretty much every heavy or medium, pretty much every tanks in this game. Except for some exceptions, for example the MX-50B, but you don't care, and the cupola. Because the cupola on this tank, unlike the Tiger one that has one but it's still quite a low one, this one is extremely huge. And to be good with your Tiger P, you have to deal with this. You have to know how to handle this cupola. So here I'm trying to wiggle a bit to make probably the Lycan bounce, but of course he's not gonna bounce because his gun has a huge gun depression. But I don't care, I can pop out my adrenaline to be able to completely destroy him with some shots. But yeah, so we were talking about the armor. As you can see, we bounced the Lycan, but we also have one of the best guns in my opinion at tier 7, and the mobility is bad. That's all for the pros and the cons. How would I consider playing it? When you're top tier, I would say you can play it extremely aggressively. You just need to be careful because of your huge cupola. Everybody's gonna try to snipe it. So one good advice I would tell you when you're playing this tank is trying, when you are finished to shoot, when you're over and when you're reloading, you try to move somewhere hiding your cupola. Here, for example, against like Tiger P, as you can see, I'm trying to side scrap, and by side scrapping like this, I'm hiding my huge cupola behind the house. And that's the kind of things you want to try with this tank. You want to try to side scrap pretty much on your right side all the time, as long as you can. Also be careful about your all armor, because as soon as you angle, it will allow your enemies to maybe, if they use gold, to go through your upper part of the hull, the one that is not angled, the little triangle on the sides. And look at this gun precision, sorry. We have a great accuracy. We are able to completely destroy that Tiger P that doesn't care about us anymore. We go for a shot on the cupola and we managed to take him out. We are now in a 2 versus 2 situation. We already did a great game, more than 3,000 damage, but it's not over. We need to be careful, because even if I'm not a one shot, I have quite a lot of HPs that are gone, and I don't want to mess this up. I really want to win it, and I'm with some guy that is sticking with me. That's the right thing to do, especially when you're in this kind of situation. You don't want to split. If you split, you're dead, because if the enemy team decides not to split, they are going to be in a 2 versus 1 situation. But they decided to circle us. That's some great news, because as it's a challenger and the T23-3, if I keep my distance, they are gonna struggle fighting back, because to aim at my weak spots, it's harder to do it from a long distance than it is for close distance. So here I'm just trying to place myself in order to bounce shots and to be able to snipe, but as I already shot the Challenger and the T-23, I said, yeah, you know what, fuck that, I'm gonna go straight in. I'm gonna jump in with my great gun. I should be able to bounce a couple of things, and they are now one shot. I go for the Challenger derp. Now there is only the T-23 and I'm not sorry, a one shot for him. He's trying to circle, he's trying to avoid me because he knows that he needs more than 2 shots and I only need 1 to kill him. So he tries to hide behind the house. That's the good thing to do, but unfortunately here what I did, I went straight back to be able to get some speed in order to make him move quickly, and now he has to deal with his own mistake. Boom, not a single chance for this T-23, and we managed to take him out, which allowed us to win the battle and get our first ace tanker. So we went for master, nearly 4k damage, as well as a lot of experience, because I told you that's the multiplicator. And we are gonna pass to the second game right now to talk about one more game that is, in my opinion, a bit more interesting. That's why we finished with this one. So here, same matchmaking, we're top tier, so it shouldn't be a problem for us to do a good game. I will go straight in the town, because if I went on the hill, they will be able to snipe my cupola, even if I wanted to do some earl down. If I didn't have this this cupola, I would have gone to the hill. But here, that was not the right thing to do, because of this cupola. Really, it's important to know how to deal with this. Now, can we see the tank destroyers? Yes, we can. We go for a first shot. Unfortunately, he's gonna repair his tracks, but I don't mind. At the moment here, I'm hiding my lower part of the hull. The only weak spot I'm showing is the cupola, and they don't seem to care about me. They are trying to reach their position before trying anything else, which will allow me to destroy them completely with my great DPM. Can we maybe get the KB2? Is he gonna try to cross? Yes, he is. Unfortunately, as we shot 2 houses, and every time you shoot a houses, you lose 20 millimeters of penetration, it will not allow us to go through the KB2. I don't mind. I just want to focus the SU. I would like to push, and I said, yeah, you know what? SU is buzzy, is not gonna take care of me, so now I can push. That's my time to shine. So I go straight in, because I see that on the other side, if you look at the map, we are being outnumbered. They are gonna probably die soon, so we need to finish him. We need to finish the guys we have in front of us before returning back. Can we sneak a shot on the KV2? Yes, because he's reloading, and as he's reloading with my great DPM, less than 6 seconds to reload, it will allow us to perfectly destroy it. We go for a second shot on the SU. We were lucky he bounced here, because if he didn't bounce, it would have been a really huge amount of damage done by him to me. But I'm fortunate for the moment. I want to kill this SU because I'm watching the map at the moment. I remember I was watching the map and I said, okay, if we don't push now, they are gonna come back and we are fucked. I see that my team is not moving, and I also see that my team is completely destroyed. So my only chance to win here is to take care of the SU, to take his position, because from the position of the SU, I'm gonna be able to shoot at whatever comes in the town. So I'm gonna try to hide myself, and as you can see, I told you the cupola. The SU went straight for the cupola with the gold shell, allowing him to have 530 alpha damage. But now, as he shot, it also allowed me to destroy him completely with my great DPM. Now I'm in a 1 versus 3 situation, and the one I fear the most is the Grave Digger. Why? Because the Grave Digger is a great tank, and he can actually take me out if he plays it extremely well. That's why I decided to stay on the hill, because if he tries to push me, if he tries to go straight on me, I will be able to get at least 1, maybe 2 shots in advance. I try to maybe poke him a bit with a PCRs in the turret, but now I'm reloading and he does the first mistake. He tries to jump in, we punish him off with 1 shot. I don't want to try anything, and as you can see, they were capping, and now they are going out of the cap circle because they are trying to kill me, and that's not nice, because if they all went on the cap circle, I would have probably lost this one. But here we are. The Helsing is trying to circle. We go for a shot. As I turn my turret, Gravedigger tried something. Now my luck is facehug. Let's facehug the Gravedigger. Try to show him my sides for trying to make him bounce. I really don't want him to be able to shoot at my cupola, and it allowed us to destroy him as well. Now we are from a 1 versus 3 situation to a 1 versus 1. We have to deal with this small tiger in the back, but he's bouncing. I try a blind shot in the last position known, but it's not working. So I decided, hey, you know what? I'm gonna go straight in. He's not gonna wait me, and he's probably not gonna expect that, and that's exactly what I'm about to do. Let's jump directly into it, and it's a tier 6 actually. It's not a tiger, I'm sorry. It's a tier 6, and as it's a tier 6, my chances of him bouncing or even not being able to kill me in one shot, plus I have the DPM advantage because I will reload faster than him. So I said, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna push him straight. I'm still gonna try not to make mistakes, but here my win is, I'm not gonna say guaranteed, but it was nearly guaranteed, nearly, let's say, and it allows us to finish the game with our Kolobatov medal. First class, 3.9k damage, ace tanker, steel wall, etc, etc. Now that was a nice game, and I truly and definitely recommend you to keep the Tiger P once you're done with it, because it's an amazing tank, and if you want, enrich it if you want to learn how to play Heavis. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the review. Don't forget that you're not here to be better, but to be the best. Pantoufleee, over.